müssen start. It's so golden, never fix you to fall. 10.000 km/h, doch du gibst noch Gas.
Good morning, effective fan! Here we are, new London apartment, amazing. But here's what I wanted to talk to you about today, and it's a video that a lot of you have requested over and over again, and that is how to recover. I'm gonna get right into it and show you my 1, 2, 3-step process to recover for football, okay? Now, off the bat, recovery is very important. You could be Real Madrid or you could be Swindon Town, both professional clubs, but you know what? They probably train about the same volume. What differs though is what they do off the field, and most importantly, how fast they recover. So I'm no expert on recovery, but I want to show you what's worked really well for me over this 100-day challenge. It helped me get some decent performances in. Back in that week when we were in London, we had trial day after day, day after day, day after day. I've been following this 3-step process and it's worked wonders. Like literally, sometimes I could be playing a 90-minute match and the next day I don't feel sore because I recovered like this. Some players are gonna have massage therapists, but on a basic level, it's pretty simple because in recovery, you wanna remove the knots out of your muscles, you wanna remove lactic acid, you just wanna release any buildup of tension and soreness. So let's do this. Before you get started, you're gonna need these things. So one, you're gonna need a foam roller, a back roll. You can usually pick these up in any sports store these days, medical health store kind of thing. Usually they're gonna have them, they're gonna cost you between say $30 to $50. The second essential thing you're gonna need is some massage oil. So this is one that actually can only be found in Thailand, I think. But you can usually use any massage oil, go to a health store or go to your local chemist or pharmacy, whatever, and just get some massage oil, massage cream, something to relieve the soreness in your muscles. You got that. Now, these are actually the only 2 essential things. The other things are optional. One of those is this, okay? This is just gonna help with your stretching. It helps build some resistance when you do a few of the stretches and a few of the exercises. These are called power bands or TheraBands. You can usually pick them up at any sports store these days as well. I also got just a towel because leaning your elbow, leaning your whatever on it, so you just want to feel comfortable if you got a hard floor like I do. First thing you want to do is get some blood flow in your muscles. So I got a skipping rope, but you can do high knees, jumping jacks, but I got a skipping rope, I like skipping. So literally, I'll just do this for just 1 to 3 minutes just to get some blood flow in. You want to grab your trusty foam roller. So let me show you a few of the exercises that I do. First foam roller stretch, got the foam roller, just gonna sit on this, cross my leg over and just roll. This is gonna get the tension, the soreness out of your glutes. So first what I like to do is just roll a bit and find the spots which are really sore. When I find a spot, what I basically do is just lean into it. We got one there and we just shift our weight a little bit more onto it and we breathe and you just sit into it. Sometimes it's going to be very painful. You know, one tip that I got, I think it was from Elliot Hulse, when he was doing his foam rolling, he said he finds a spot and he just pretends that he's almost kind of like sleeping into it, like, and that way you don't focus on the pain. So you sit into it until you've done enough. So I think you should do this intuitively. For me, I sit on a spot anywhere from 10 seconds to 60 seconds, depending on how sore it is. I just listen to my body, and once I feel my body's had enough and that I've done enough on that particular part, then I just move on. After you do it on the left side, you cross your right leg over and you do the same sort of thing. Next one, I'm lying on my side. Just got the towel, I can lean on here. Got the foam roller, again, up here, the upper leg muscles. I'm lying on my side and literally just rolling out the pain. And when I find a trigger point, I just lay on that point and just... Ooh, okay. After the upper leg, I move on to the lower leg. So I just, again, slightly adjust the foam roller to go sit a bit lower. And usually what I find is, this is called the T-band right here. Runs all around, all down here, the T-band. And this, for footballers, I think, and especially for me, is what's going to be the most sore. So if I run up and down on this for 5 minutes on each leg, usually I'll get the majority of the soreness out from my legs. especially here. So I just sit in those. Woo! For me, the most painful area is also usually just above the knee. You see this part right here? This, for footballers, is gonna carry a lot of tension because you're constantly using this muscle to pass, to shoot, and it's constantly being flexed when you're doing your trainings and you're running, and etc. So we got 3 done now. Now what I usually do is underneath the knee. So this works really well too. Set up that foam roller like so, cross over and just do that for a bit. Some people it's not sore, for a lot of others it is very sore. For me it's not that sore, but I like doing it. That's a good one. Next up I'll usually do the calf muscle. So with the calf muscle, I'm just, again, similar to what I was doing here. Now I'm just putting the roller a bit down and just going on the calf muscle. Usually the sorest part for me is this part right here, the lower calf leading down to the ankle. Oh yes. You twist off to the side a bit, to the left side of your leg and to the right side, inner part of your leg. And sometimes there'll be some very sore spots that you never knew you had. Then I'll do my hamstrings. Again, putting the foam roller here, and the upper hamstrings for me are usually the most tight. So now we're entering the groin and the upper hamstring area, just rolling like so. Oof. And what I love to do is just then start twisting my leg a bit and going for that groin. Eventually you'll end up like this. Then you'll go off into your groin. So basically, just want to go like so. Ooh. And again, just lay into it. Sorest part for me is not really the groin itself, but definitely the middle inside, lower inside. Oh, that's painful. But this is what we want to do. We want to find that spot and we just breathe into it and just lay there. And if you get a really painful one, just breathe. 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 10. Finally, the last one I like doing the foam roller is simply, let's get on your back, upper back. I don't really like doing the lower back so much because that kind of hurts the kidneys and whatever. I'm keeping my core tight, lifting up a bit and just like so. You'll hear some cracks usually. And you don't need to do that one for long unless you have a very sore back. Now what I usually do is these kind of stretches. So the first stretch I'll do is get the TheraBand. I'm going to lay my back flat on the ground. Keep my core tucked in. Grab one of these. Head on the ground. And pull as furthest towards you as you can. And you keep your other leg straight on the ground, toes pointing up. And you hold that stretch for about 20 seconds or so. And then you change. Again, you guys can do any stretches that you like. I'm just showing you a few examples of what I do, especially with these. I like to do a couple of glute bridges. Glute bridges is just lying, again, back flat on the floor, hands towards your side. I do literally 5 to 10 reps of these, maybe 15, if I feel okay. And I'm just, again, a couple of fun. And then I get on my side, core tucked in, legs 90 degrees, and just a couple of reps, nothing too fancy. I'm usually very tight in my upper quad and my hips. So one stretch that I love to do is one leg. Stand like this. Get the TheraBand, put it back on your foot and just stretch again. Pull it towards you. That's how you stretch this part of your muscle. One thing you can do to make the stretch a bit deeper, your back foot, if you can get that a little bit higher, then your knee can drop down a little bit more. You get a little bit more of a stretch. I'm just putting my foam roller on the couch here. And there we go. Just a little bit deeper. And again, just hold it for as long as you need to. So that's it guys, that's a video I wanted to do for a long time. Just remember, there's no one size fits all approach with this stuff, okay? You gotta do what works best for you. The stuff that I'm doing here is literally just my own routine, and that's what's worked for me. But you could switch things up here. Maybe you do the stretching first and then the foam rolling the last step. Maybe that's what works best for you. Or maybe what works best for you are cold showers or ice baths. You can do those too, but this has worked really well for me, and I hope it works really well for you too. Most important principle here is just recovery is important, and the faster you recover, the faster you can put your next best performance in. So, hey, let's move on. The boys and girls, for Effective Fam, I'm finishing off this day with a good workout. It's called the body strength workout and Effective. Basically what it is, a lot of body weight exercises. We're doing box jumps, pull-up holds, all that kind of stuff. So you can see, got guys working out. You know what? It's 9:30 p.m. A lot of people here still working out actually. I expected this place to be closed and no one here. So this is awesome. Let's get into it.
Das Leben ist nicht lang, es ist irgendwann vorbei. Und deshalb strebe ich jeden Tag nach Unendlichkeit.